Hey, Chef Jesse here, Uncle Jesse here, with the second part of the Sancocho. Okay, today, if you missed the first part, I am making a Spanish Latin vegetable soup, okay, or stew. It's got all kind of tropical vegetables in it. There's a lot of ways to do it. I learned how to do this back in the '90s. There's people who put all kind of different kind of meats in there, all kind of different tropical vegetables and stuff. I just put stuff that I'm familiar with and I like. So what I'm doing is I started out, in case you didn't see part one, because you should be watching part one, folks. You gotta watch part one from the beginning. I started boiling water in there with some pork neck bones, and then I started I put a whole onion in there and a whole pepper, green pepper in there, and I've been boiling it for a little bit over an hour, and it's starting to get all falling apart, everything, and all the juices are coming together. I put some salt, I put some pepper, I put some all kind of stuff in there, folks, and now I'm going to add the vegetables. The vegetables consist of cassava, which is yuca, corn on the cob. I have some squash. I got some green bananas. I got some green plantains. Like I said, people put all kind of stuff. People even put potatoes in it. I don't know. I've never ate it with potatoes, but I looked up recipes. People put potatoes. People put beans in it. People put all kind of stuff in it, and you can do it all you want to your flavoring. I'm doing it to my flavoring, and this is the way it is. So watch part one, because part one is very intense. It shows you the beginning of the sancocho. So now my pot is boiling, and I'm going to start adding all my vegetables in there. And it's been boiling for about an hour and a half. But first of all, I'm going to take out the onion and the pepper in there. I don't leave it in there. And I'm going to show you the pot is boiling. It's steaming. Folks, look at that pot. Look at that. Let me bring you down here. Bring it out here a bit. And bring you out to this pot, okay? So I got this big pot, and it spilled over to another smaller pot. This pot is a 6-quart pot. This belonged to my grandmother. It's been in the family for, I don't know, almost 100 years. It belonged to my grandmother. It went to my mother, and my mother passed it on to me. And then my niece gets it. I think she's the next generation to get the pot, and she better not throw it away, or I'll come back from the grave. It's got a curse. If you throw it away, you come back. Your crazy uncle will come back. Anyway, folks, this is I'm gonna start taking my green pepper out, because I don't leave it in. I just put it in there for flavoring. So there goes my green pepper, and it gave it a lot of flavor. Look at that, it broke down. So the insides and everything, all that flavor from that green pepper, it's been juiced up in there, and then now it's I take out the onion. There's some onions that the onion broke apart, and I'm gonna try to take out as much onions as I could. If not, it stays in there. It's no big deal. There goes some of the pepper in there broken up. There goes some of the onion. So yeah, folks, I'm taking out this big giant piece of onion out, because I don't want this big piece. I could have chopped it up, but this is the way I make it. Okay, so I'm taking all the big stuff out. Oh, there goes part of my onion. Okay, there goes the big part. Oh, there goes. So I get to take all this onion out, and whatever stays in there stays in there. It's no big deal. Okay, so most of it is out. There's pieces in there, which is good. So I'm going to dump this, and now I'm going to start putting in. I'm going to put in some sofrito, which is it's a green peppers and onions and all that kind of stuff. It's a Puerto Rican thing, and I don't know how to make it. I've never bothered making it. I buy it. I know my friends and my fellow cooks out there are going to say, well, you should make sofrito. Hey, I will one of these days, but I can't. There goes my big bowl of tropical vegetables. This is yuca, I think so. No, this is white sweet potato. Okay, I'm dropping everything easy in there. Okay. Then I got some plátano. I got squash. This orange stuff is squash. And I have yuca, which is cassava. Tropical. These are all tropical, native to the tropical islands. And like I said in my previous video, this sancocho was created by the native Indians, the indigenous people that were on that island. And when the Europeans came, they introduced them to the Europeans, and the Europeans, I guess, mixed it up. I don't know, whatever. But it is based on, that far away from there. So, a little bit of history. So anyway, this is corn on the cob that I got cut up in little wheels, okay? That goes in there. My tomato sauce goes in here now, okay? I got 1 can of tomato sauce, and I'm putting it in there. And I still have some more stuff to put in here, and this is gonna spill over. So what I got to do is I have to scoop some of it out and put it onto my other pan. So I scoop some of this out because when it starts to boil again in a second boil, it's gonna boil over all over my stove. So I got going into the second pot. Okay, and I got one more thing to add to this, and then my sancocho is almost halfway done. I got these plantain. These things are made from grated down plantains, and it look like little meatballs, and that's what I guess they're Latino meatballs. Anyway, so they're kind of soft, so you gotta be careful. I made them small because they expand. Okay, so this is the last thing I drop in because if not, they fall apart. So I drop them in slowly because they will fall apart, and then you won't find them. You just find a whole bunch of blotting all over your sancocho. So you drop them in slowly. Okay, I spread it out to the other one. Okay, and that's it. So basically, let me give you a rundown with this of how I make this. Is now I'm going to bring this to a second boil. I'm going to bring this to the second boil, and it's going to be done, folks. I'm going to taste some of the broth in here just to make sure that it's seasoned right. I put pepper, I put salt, I put garlic powder, I put all kind of stuff in, and I'm going to taste this now. Oh my God, this is delicious. You can taste all the flavors coming together. I'm telling you, you really could. Oh, look at that. Who wants to come into the kitchen? So, let me, there you go. He's haunting me in the kitchen because he wants food. Look at him.
I smell food. I want to taste it.
He wants to taste it. Well, he's going to have to wait. So anyway, folks, the flavors are really coming together. All these tropical vegetables are coming together. It is tasting very good. I put some cilantro in there, which is very powerful. I went off on this stuff. And I'm going to let it in there. It's going to thicken up. And this thing is delicious the next day and the next day. You can have this for a couple of days. And it becomes so thick because the vegetables start to break down. And it becomes so thick and so hard. I mean, this is good for this weather, just like this when it's raining. When people are sick and in bed, this will wake up the dead. And the reason I did that, matter of fact, is tomorrow, I'm going for my surgery. Yeah, folks, I'm finally going to my surgery. Everything seems like it's going to work out. The doctors are okay with everything. They examined me. Everything looks good. The COVID test looked negative for the second time, thank God. And everything looks good. And they called me about the special boot that I have to wear to reconstruct my foot. And it looks like it's going to come together. At 4:30 in the morning tomorrow, my car is going to come pick me up and take me to a place in Jersey where they're going to perform the surgery. So wish me luck on that. I don't know if I'll be able to cook next week, so this show might be temporarily off the air. So, but I'll probably cook with Gilbert. I'll just do like Julia Child used to do at the end. Remember when she got too old and her hands were all shaky, she had somebody to help her out. So anyway, folks, all jokes aside, this stuff is taking its course. It's real good, and I'm going to boil it there for about another half hour, 45 minutes, about another half hour, just to get the vegetables cooking and that stuff. This is delicious. You can eat this with rice. I usually just eat like that. Some people in restaurants, they serve it to you with a little bowl of rice on the side, and I'm gonna make a little bit of rice so Gilbert can have the rice. So, but this is delicious, just the way it is. And like I said, it looks intense, but to me it's easy. I don't know. I made it. I started making this in the '90s when I lived in Jersey, and I learned how to make this. And it's delicious. It's a lot of work, you have to peel a lot of vegetables. There's most of the work is peeling the vegetables and preparing them. Once you put them in the pot and you let everything cook, everything. So if you don't know, if you're not familiar with making it, you can look up in YouTube. There's different kind of recipes all over the place. If you want to try my Chef Jesse's recipe, I did a video from the beginning, from the minute I put water in the pot till now. So if you like my cooking, if you enjoy watching it, watch my video. It's on Facebook right now, and it's on with all my other videos. It's gonna be on YouTube. After dinner, I'll download it, and you look up for Cooking with Chef Jesse or Cooking with Uncle Jesse. One or the other. I forgot because I changed the title, but you'll find it and tell you this is good stuff. And this is good, like I said, on a nice rainy day like this. You put your fireplace on. I have a fireplace. I'm going to put it on in a few minutes, and we're going to eat in front of the fireplace. Anyway, folks, yeah, this is good stuff. Sancocho, okay? And again, it's a tropical. I would call it a tropical soup made with tropical vegetables, or these vegetables are native to the Caribbean, to the Latino countries or what have you. I don't know. But yes, it is delicious. And it's cooked by Chef Jesse, so it's got to be delicious. So anyway, folks, I'm going to continue cooking this. And then later on, I have some things to do. Later on, we're gonna eat dinner. And I'm going to show you how it looks at the table. So stay tuned for that. So folks, I know that you want to see how this sancocho is looking, and I am going to bring you over to show you how it's looking. Stay tuned. This is delicious. And I tell you, this pot, this is huge. This will feed you for a couple of days. So if you want to come over to my apartment, send me a private message. Be here in about an hour, and we can eat together. Okay. Now they're going to go down now, and we're going to show you how this sancocho looks. Look at that. Look at this sancocho. Look at this. Okay. So you got all the vegetables in there cooking. Okay. I got a lot of this stuff here is squash. I got my pork neck bones in it. It's got a lot of meat in it. This is what I started out with to get the flavor. I got my little what I call them Puerto Rican meatballs there, made from plantain. I got my corn. These are green bananas. This I believe is green bananas, or this could be green plantains as well. Like I said, a lot of people put other stuff in there. People put all kind of other vegetables. This is white sweet potatoes. A lot of people put a lot of stuff in there, all kind of other tropical vegetables. I don't, because I don't eat them, so there's no sense in putting them in there and wasting them. So I just put in the vegetables that I'm more familiar with and the ones that I like. But again, you can do anything you want with it. You can put other vegetables in it. You can put other kinds of meat in it. So this pot here is the overflow from this pot. So this is 6 quarts, and you have another one with this is a 4 quart. So I got about 6 quarts of soup here, which is pretty much, it's a lot. So, and then tomorrow is going to be good. Tomorrow, like I said, I'll be recuperating from foot surgery. So tomorrow it should be good for me, because I won't be able to cook tomorrow, that's for sure. I'm going for the surgery early in the morning, about 6:30 in the morning, and then I'll be in the recovery room. And I'm coming home the same day. It's actually, my car is going to take me over there, and my driver is going to drive me back, bring me home. Okay. So actually, I'm waiting for a call any minute now, after 5, from the driver that's going to come pick me up and take me there and bring me back. Yeah, folks, I got it like that. Yes. You know, Uncle Jesse's got to have a driver. So anyway, this is looking good. I'm waiting to boil just another 15-20 minutes. Make sure the vegetables are cooked thoroughly. I'm going to cover this up, matter of fact, so it can cook better. But it's boiling in there. It's boiling. And like I said, this takes about 2 hours, 2 hours and a half. I started this about 2 hours ago, and it's almost done. I mean, it's done. And like I said, you can eat it with rice. I'll make a little bit of rice. Gilbert eats it with rice. And in restaurants, they'll serve it to you a little with a bowl of rice on the side. And this stuff is delicious. Not just because I cooked it, but it tastes really good. It's got a lot of those flavors, those tropical flavors. It's got a lot of the sofrito, all that kind of stuff. And I just gave some to Gilbert to taste. And he approved it. So if he approved it, it's good. It really is very good, and it's very nutritious. It's got a lot of good stuff in it. I tell you, they give this to people who are sick and weak and all kind of stuff, and wake up the dead. So, folks, this thing is called Sancocho, in case you don't know. Watch my video. I know my videos are long. I know people don't have time to watch videos. I know people are lazy, and I understand that. Sometimes I don't want to but if you want to learn how to make Sancocho my style, Uncle Jesse, you got to watch the video, okay? Go to YouTube. Watch it when you're bored. When you have nothing to do, watch Uncle Jesse cook. So, folks, all jokes aside, I understand if you don't. But at least give me some likes. And go to YouTube and subscribe. I need more people, because I got to get on TV. So, help me get there, okay? I'll remember you when I become famous. Don't worry. When I'm out there with my own comedy hour or my cooking show, I'll bring you over to the show. Don't worry, I promise you. Anyway, folks, so like I got a pot and a half. as I served from the big pot, I'll take the small pot and pour it in. And the small pot has a little bit of different flavors because it cooked different, it cooked apart, so it's got a little bit of different flavor. And I'm gonna pour that into the big pot, and then that mixes it up and brings more of the flavors, enhances the flavoring. So yeah, it's delicious. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.